See, now this is a problem. These should not be burning any of the methane yet.
Ease. I put a link to the YouTube in the chat.
It up.
Yeah, if the game is gonna load, hello? Nope, game's crashing already. My game has had crashing issues. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to do a full wipe of it.
I don't think that this fuel strategy is going to work.
Games was full crashed. Cool.
Alright, I think I will slip one of these. What the hell?
I want to just wipe it clean, uninstall and reinstall. That's so stupid. I was having problems last time I played. It kept crashing. It's very frustrating. Okay. Settings. How do I like uninstall it? Like, where's uninstall? Do I just delete it? I don't want to just delete it. How the fuck do I uninstall you? Extras? Jesus God, bro.
Oh, they be empty.
Where's uninstall? I like to uninstall the game. You don't uninstall from the game? Okay.
No, I think it's all basically manual. You just delete it.
I guess so.
You can like re-unpack it into the same place and overwrite everything if you want.
I just want to full delete it and re-download it. It's super annoying. Yes, I want to continue.
Got a little bit of a shimmy here. Shouldn't be that serious.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Whatever.
Come on, baby. Yeah, it's definitely not as efficient as my previous launch.
Let's see how quickly this downloads. I swapped over to fiber about
Ooh.
a week and a half ago. Yeah, supposed to be 1,000 up, 1,000 down, or close to it.
Damn. That should do it.
Noise.
However, that's throwing out a pretty big
Yeah, weird elliptical orbit.
apoapsis.
Ooh, periapsis.
There we go. It's pretty equal.
Periapsis is pretty low.
It's kind of low, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
hard to tell.
Yeah, I hate it. You have to like click out and then click back, like hover on it. Oh,
I think that's kind of circular. I don't fucking know. Getting close. I gotta figure this shit out. All right. Oof. It's definitely more delta V than I wanted to spend on it. Whatever. It's basically just a test run anyway.
yeah. What does that do? The deploy and not deploy on the wing surfaces? That never makes any sense.
I don't know if it even does anything yet.
That's what I thought. Like, what does this even mean?
I think it's like if you want them to function as flaps, like landing flaps, you would deploy them that way.
Hmm. Can you finish deleting this? What are we doing? I need to get rid of it. Froze even trying to fucking delete it. Like, Jesus, fuck are you doing to my computer? Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't think I have enough fuel. Man, that's it. Sort of in orbit. Nah, my new fueling scheme did not pay off. I wasted energy.
What the fuck is this?
But I did make orbit.
Oh my god. What are you doing to my computer?
Murder.
Seriously, every time I fucking go into it now, what the fuck, dude? Delete this shit. I asked you to fucking delete it last time. Like, fucking get rid of it. It's not open in another program. Delete the fucking files. What is open? KSP is not open. What are you talking about? Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh yeah.
Your shit is so ass. That's why you need to have an uninstall function in your fucking game, guys. Like, Jesus Christ. It's impossible to fucking remove it from your computer because it's fucking just full blown. Oh my god.
You can't just like
Nope.
delete it.
Nope. It says it's currently open. Like, no, it's not. It's not currently open. So it won't let
Mm.
you delete it. Like, how is it currently open? I have the fucking task manager. It doesn't say it's open. Like, what is open? It's not open. Want to get rid of it because it freezes every time I try to fucking launch the game. All I did was try to build a fucking space plane and it just fucking goes to shit. It just crashes every time now. Like, cool. I don't know what's broken. Your fucking save functions or something's. Your save functions are junk. It overwrites everything in there. It just auto saves all your fucking new builds as the same name, and so it just overwrites any of your saves. It's like, where are all my old things that I saved? No idea how to find them. They're just gone. I was like, I'm pretty sure I hit save and save as and renamed them, and they're just gone. They're nowhere to be found. It's like, cool.
I found out you have to
So
not only rename the ship, but you have to rename the workspace. The two are correlated.
yeah, that's pretty fucking broken. That you should be able to name multiple ships in the same workspace, right? I mean, you're just renaming a build. Like, why would you have two different things that have to be renamed?
I don't know the specifics, but I know that part of the functionality is built behind like you're supposed to be able to merge workspaces to build like bigger ships.
Yeah, but that's just the name of the build, like the file, like the build name. Like, why do you have a build name, like the build name of a thing and a workspace? Like, that's like that redundancy doesn't make any sense. Like, I get you should be able to merge different ships. You could in the old game, and it wasn't this complicated to save them. You literally just said name the ship. Okay, cool. Blah blah blah. Named it, and then if you wanted to merge them, merge the ship. Give me a second.
I think that little extra weight really bit me in the ass. I love that there's a copy function now. It's kind of nice.
What do you mean?
If you hover over a part, you can just hit Control C, duplicate it.
Oh, um,
Couldn't do that. Well, you
you
could
could do
kind of
that.
do that in the
You
old
could
game.
grab parts and copy them. I think it was Alt. It was Alt pick up a part, and that's what I use. I use Alt pick up a part.
I would grab something and like pull it off of the ship and do Control Z and undo it, but it would
Mm,
leave that part free to
yeah,
re put onto the ship.
I've used it if you hit Alt and then click on a section of parts that just creates the copy of whichever like group of parts or part that you clicked on.
Uh,
Maybe Control C is group of parts and Alt is just a specific part. I don't know. That one I don't know.
shit, did I just break the game? So the basic problem is that I'm hauling oxygen up in this that winds up just being unused. So just put another methane tank on this. Uh, Not sure what to do. I don't know if I want to find out. Could I just put a tiny methane tank on it? I don't know if I care enough. Let me try something else. Any sort of way to put on a docking port. That's the next thing.
A docking port? Just
Yeah.
stick it on there. Does it have the? Ooh, they don't. I was wondering, do they have the extendo docking ports that are like made for space planes, where they're like part of the cabin that you can open and close?
Nah.
They don't have those yet. They had that in the last one.
Coupler, docking port. I'm sure they'll have a part one of these days. I mean, I guess I could just kind of throw one on top of it, but that's kind of ugly.
Yeah, it was like a little. It was like a little piece that.
It would open up.
Yeah, it would open up and kind of extend out, and it essentially was kind of like a mini fuck cargo like bay thing that just open up and there's a
Yeah.
docking port on it. Yeah.
Guess maybe I could put on the back. Because the nice thing is like, especially when you build your crazy ass ships, like I don't like sending them up with Kerbals because like they blow up half the time.
Right.
So so what I prefer to do is like you get a really good reliable space plane that, you know,
Sure.
it
You
doesn't,
carry them up that way.
yeah, you can make it a taxi. And the nice thing about space planes is that usually, I mean, depending on where you can bring it down, like it's a pretty reliable way to get up and back down from orbit without killing somebody.
Right.
Let me give this another testaroonie, and I think I want to build something else. I built a pretty good rover, but now I don't know how the fuck to get it anywhere.
I my rover did not work once it actually got on the moon. The fucker just immediately started just rolling. It's just like start head over tails because like there's just no gravity at all. I was like, okay, cool. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. Like it was low to the ground, low low stability. I wasn't going very fast, but you go like down a hill and it's just like fucking nosedive. Start rolling, and then your Kerbal gets stuck on their head. They can't eject from the seat, so then they're stuck on the rover forever until you somehow find a way to flip the rover over. As
Gotta send somebody over.
I did, and it was a pain in the ass trying to like jetpack into it and like stand on it funny, hoping there's enough weight to cause it to just roll a slight different way, so I could hurry up and bracket over to the person on the rover and try to eject them while it's kind of like rolling around. Yeah.
um, there we go.
I've been disconnected. Why have I been disconnected from looking at your stream?
It's so full of fuel. It's still a pretty good takeoff.
Something happened to Discord in your stream. It says, I've been disconnected. I'm just gonna stop watching. And
I cannot wait
this?
till they
Rewatch
they
it?
get some of the old features included. Like jet engines will function like depending on how much air you can get in, they'll produce more thrust. Like I don't think it does it yet.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't fully seem to like have the adjust like a full scale adjustability of air. Air availability based off of your height and your speed. It doesn't quite seem to like really make as big of an adjustment as what you'd think you would. Like on the ground, not moving, you should have like not a lot of airflow depending on kind of how you're running the engines. But then once you get up to a little bit of speed, the airflow should max increase, and then once you get too high, then it should start to gradually decrease as you increase in height. But
Yeah, unless you can go real fast.
right, it doesn't seem to quite follow all the nuances to that. But yeah,
See, this is part of the problem. And you can't freeze the fuel tanks like in the other game.
I can't see it. The like I said, Discord's has a problem with your stream right now. It's not loading anything.
There's a problem with my stream.
Uh huh. Yeah, I'm watching it and it's just blue squares circling. It's just permanently loading.
Hmm,
It's not doing anything.
that's bullshit.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Yep, yep, yep.
I don't know why all of a sudden it's started having an issue. But it was not loading it. Let's see if it will load again. Okay, now it worked. Okay. Let's fucking do this shit again. Should have just fucking downloaded it from Steam. Direct may not have been the best. So we do it. Download. Portable by 664 zip. Yep. Give me that. Sure. Ah. Probably have to take all my PC stuff apart here in a little bit, a couple weeks from now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, got a new audio interface coming in. I'm just waiting for Amazon to tell me when it's actually going to deliver. And I figured if I'm changing things up, it's going to simplify and improve a lot of things. I've just been having issues with the one I'm currently using. It's about 4 or 5 years old. I don't know if that's normal, but I'm having a little bit of issues with it. So yeah, whatever. We'll upgrade it. And I figured if I'm taking things, all the stuff apart to update that, I gotta, probably should just nut up and take everything apart and just paint the basement. Yeah, just get it just get it done. Like, okay, hey, I'm gonna take like half this stuff apart. I might as well just take all of it apart and then do the work to get it painted. So I'm just done because I know I want to paint the basement. It's a lot of work to do it. So it's like, well, shit. Got to do it at some point, right? So fuck it. Probably just take it apart, knock the painting out in about a week, and then put everything back together. No point of trying to finagle this new part in here and then no, I still have to take everything apart to paint at some point. just
Right.
just fucking sack up and do it. Got my new microphone came in. Happy with that. Different type of microphone. Better for blocking out the background noises.
Oh, that's so much better. Turn down the audio a bit. Can you see the stream now?
Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, it loaded up after you closed it and relaunched it.
Starting to lose a little bit of steam here.
What are we doing? Download this shit, bro. Wish I could see at what rate it was downloading. Ooh, internet? Computer?
Oh yeah, I got a full tank of gas.
What the fuck problem is here? Why is that? It's got to be because I'm downloading something. It's got to be
That's
because
fine.
I'm downloading something. But still,
Yeah, it's what I'm talking about.
I'm still getting 500 megs, which is divided by 8. So divided by hello. 62 and a half. Bro, it's got to be on their end. Come on, KSPs. Servers, what are you doing? 3 hours. What the fuck are your servers doing?
Dude, that cannot be right.
For 15
hours?
gigs, yeah.
For fiber?
Yeah, it's got to be on their end. Because I just did a speed test while I was downloading, and I was still speed testing at 500 MBS. So it was small MBS. You divide that by 8, that's still 62 and a half per second. That's 1,000 divided by 62 and a half per second. That's 16 seconds per gig times 15 gigs. That's 240 seconds divided by 6. That's 4 minutes. Should only take 14 minutes or 4 minutes to download the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's at like it's bouncing back and forth between 5 minutes, and then it went up to like a couple hours. So it has to be something on their end, because I've been watching your stream. I've been watching another stream. I don't have any issues. I don't have any internet issues. And I ran a speed test at the same time. Like, I got the bandwidth and the speed here. Like, come on.
Come on. Put me up to 90. A little pro layout for this. It's pretty nifty, actually.
I was thinking of, once I get an SSTO figured out, of trying to build a normal ship with Xenon, with just a fuck ton of those extra small Xenon engines. Just like I want 50 of these things.
Very challenging. I built.
I would launch it with non-Xenon, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
but once you're in space, so I want like a ship that's got like 50 Xenon engines to be like, give me all the ISP with actually some level of acceleration. Yes. I want your 4,000 ISP engines, all of them.
I built a probe. It's a pretty big one with one of the with the largest hydrogen engine.
Oh yeah,
that's got a good deal of ISP.
Oh yeah, I built like a ship with one of those, like a big ass ship, and that's why I'm sad I had to delete it, because I had it sitting out in orbit. It had the big circular hydrogen tank and 4 of the smaller, like, but they're still large. Like I think the circular is an extra large part, and the smaller ones are large parts. 4 of those, and like 4 of the hydrogen, like large engines on them. And yeah, that thing get humming while still being pretty damn efficient. Is a nice little thing to shoot around. If I wanted to shoot it at the fucking sun, I could totally get to the sun with the thing. Because that was what the guy I was watching did. He literally stuck a small like entry capsule on top of one of that circular hydrogen, and then the engine on the back, and like that was that was it. That was a spaceship, and he was able to go to the sun with that, just with that build. He was like, yeah, so we're at the surface of the sun, and he was at like 4,000 meters above the surface of the sun, and then it just disappeared. The ship just bloop. It didn't blow up. It just disappeared. He's like, where'd it go? It's like,
Well, they don't have
Probably
I
got a
don't
little
think they
too
have
close.
heat. They don't simulate heat
No,
yet.
no, no. Yeah, he was super close for a while, but he kept trying to like inch it closer, and then got like to 4,000 or just under 4,000 meters, and it just disappeared. It's gone. It's like maybe it thought you got a little too close to the sun. I don't know. It's just like bloop.
Oopsie. All right, we got orbit. This is my little I should update it a little bit, but it will fit into the cargo bay here. It's just like an extra small little guy, but it works, and it has just a tiny xenon engine. I don't have a lot of fuel for it even. How do where's it? Control from here. Come on.
Unpack this bitch.
Control from here. There we go. Um,
Winrar, you can go shove it.
there we go.
Okay. I would like to extract 2.
But I have like no really good
I gotta do it
SAS
this way.
even on this.
2. Where's my desktop? Just taking one drive, not one drive. No, my
Oh,
desktop. Just to the desktop, bro. Oh
I
my
don't
god,
have
this thing is
electrical
being
charge. What's the dealio?
This isn't one
No
drive.
ComNet connection. The fuck you talking about? Oh wait. I got it. I got it. Bloop. Here we go. Now I got connection. What? Let me rotate. Yes.
Oh, hey.
I don't.
Instead of
I
using a
don't.
docking port, you used to you
It doesn't
disconnect.
need.
It's just
Yeah,
it's just shoot
I
it
don't.
off.
Yeah, I don't need a docking port. Like I put one. Did I? Yeah, I did put one up at the front, but there's like it's a Xenon ship. There's no
It's
reason.
just a little ring though. It's just floating there. It's just funny. Bloop. It's just hanging out.
Got a little extra. Well, my electricity is basically my fuel tank, but then it has enough. Oh, why can't I extend?
It's the antenna. Oh, there you go. Nice.
Dude, this little guy, I got 8,500 fucking Delta V on it. Like I could go wherever. It's made with literally the lightest parts available. And like I even did the math and stuff. Like there's a reason why I only have 3 solar collectors as opposed to 4, because that's as many as I can minimally have. And even
Nice.
then, I have I can't do burns on the dark side just because I won't have
Yeah,
any
and it's gonna
bullshit.
take too long of a burn, and we'll have enough energy. Yeah.
Well, I've even tried using this thing. Like, you have to. You can't just do like big ass burns and get out.
Right.
You have to like do incremental ones because like this one's a
A
quarter,
7 minute burn.
and that's only 160 delta V.
7 minutes.
And I don't have like a really big SAS or anything on it. It's not particularly,
Yeah.
maneuverable, but damn, it'll fly forever. Yeah, I'm getting set up for this burn. I basically will have to make it hibernate till I get to the yeah, there we go. 5:46, so I definitely have time to like hit the burn button and go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Although that is a nice little upgrade. I guess you can fast forward while burning now in game 2.
I think so.
You can just let it, go. I guess if you wanted to, yeah, because that's how he got there. He just burned his hydrogen engine at the sun for like 5 minutes. Yeah, just
Is that the sun?
that's the sun.
Must be. But now I can only get two. Why do the panels look dark though? That's not good. Is it like an eclipse or some shit?
You can right click them and see what their exposure is.
My electricity's going down higher than I was expected.
89% exposure, so that's like really good.
So the top one is not getting
The
anything.
top one might not be getting much. 29%.
Yeah.
That's weird. Really, it doesn't have like a 360 like rotating ability. That's kind of silly.
Well, this one's like parallel to the light rays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if it had a 360-degree like rotating ball, it would just rotate the panels, upwards, to be facing the sun and get like max exposure. Silliness. Make better parts, Kerbals. Sunflower that bitch. Let it be a sunflower, baby. Just rotate around. You'll find that sun.
I'm running low on EC. But this had to have bumped out my orbit a bit. And that's what I think.
The blue line's like there's a little bit.
A little bit.
Just sit here and wait for this game to unpack again.
I think I might just jump to Probe Mark III.
Silliness, man.
Yeah, this is the hydrogen probe.
Scott Manley.
This I think I can drop down.
And I believe the files are still glitchable, so you can like find your unit that has been saved in space and then just like change the name of its like general location to the name of another like moon or planet and then reload the game and it'll just be there. that's what the guy was doing. He's like, let's go to Moho. Bloop bloop bloop. Moho. Oh, now I'm at Moho. Nice. He went through the hole. I don't know. You know about the mole hole at Moho.
Which one's Moho?
Moho, I think, is a moon around one of the bigger planets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard
I
there's
think.
like supposed to be like a polar hole or something.
Yes, correct. If you go to the North Pole, there's a giant hole. Well, he went in it and then just descended all the way down and went through the planet and got shot out at like 5 times the speed of light. It's fucking the thing just kind of like glitched and he's just like, I'm not in the planet anymore. And he zoomed out of his map. It's just like zoom. There's just this line of him just exiting the solar system from a vertical perspective. Like he just shot straight down out of the solar system. Like, oh no. Like, well, you're gone forever. See ya.
Everybody is jelly.
Dude, that'd be so scary to like leave the solar system on a vertical plane. Like, oh god, like I can't even get into an orbit, just leaving the wrong direction.
All right, we're leaving the Kerbin system. What?
Yeah, trying to navigate to another planet without Mechjeb is going to be extraordinarily hard because it's literally like trial and error trying to figure out how to get to the moon. So like, what's going to be the best position to get to another planet? Like, where does the planet have to be aligned? Where do you have to be within your own planet's orbit to, like, figure out the best delta V? Like, that's a lot of trial and error. Like, there's a lot of different alignments that the planets can have against each other to try to figure out how to get there. Like, this. I'm not a rocket scientist. That shit's hard.
Dude, that is why, like, I built like this little ship. Well, first I'm trying to put up gas stations around Kerbin, so I just have like, it's not the biggest large fuel tank, but it's the second one, like
Yeah.
the little bit shorter one. And so I put one up at like a 300-kilometer orbit.
Sure.
And I'm just like, and then I just go, okay, well, if I gotta fill up for gas, then I have to be able to dock.
Yeah.
And I've docked like maybe twice on the original KSP.
It's so hard.
And the thing is, at least the original KSP had like you switched into docking mode, and then you had like the heads up or whatever that would help
Yeah.
align it. This game doesn't even have that. It has a docking mode, but all that does is just make all the controls different, which is
You
fucking
control,
retarded.
differently from the docking, perspective, yeah.
And I'm
Let
not used to
alone,
that.
let alone again aligning your orbits while you will also meet the object that you're trying to dock with in the correct orbit. Let alone, like, okay, getting on the same orbit's one thing. Being right next to the fucking ship though that you need to dock to is a completely different thing. Is extraordinarily hard. I need it to tell me when my orbit and that orbit is going to be aligned for me to exit
Hmm.
my orbit and meet it correctly and not be like off by like literally just 1 kilometer, which isn't a lot, but in docking terms is just might as well be like 4 planets away.
Can make it work, but yeah, you want that to be precise.
Yeah, you're just wasting fuel, just constantly just doing stupid shit trying to get close to
Yeah,
it.
I want it to be efficient.
Right. Well, if we need to get fuel, I'm gonna burn half my fuel tank just trying to figure out how to dock to this thing. Sweet.
So running out of running
No,
out
not
of
a
monopropellant. Yeah, I'm gonna put this thing real close to the Kerbin.
I did get to land on the moon and drop a rover properly. And I did make it off the moon and back home. So I did at least get to do
Damn.
that correctly. But the rover didn't perform very well on the moon.
I gotta maybe that's what I'll do next because I have a rover. I just don't getting the
Yeah.
balance right might be
Yeah.
tricky. I have a nice little probe here.
I used
That'll-
kind of like a cross-shaped lander. I used
Do
rigging
you
or
do
beams.
sky crane?
Wasn't like complete sky crane, but it was just like it just had all the boosters were out on like riggings away from the central lander, and then I docked the rover underneath the lander, and so all the fuel and engines were out further away from it, and then that's where the legs were at too. So I just did it. I did it that way. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's whatever.
I might have to do that.
I mean, the way they actually did it, like I watched a video. I was like, I'm curious, how did they actually put landers on the moon? I was like, oh, they were folded up into little boxes that were just put on the side of the fucking lander. And I watched them. They had a little video of how they like pulled them apart, and like it's literally like you pulled a strap, and the rover just like unfolded itself as you pulled it, and then they drilled on like or they put pins in. Once the stuff was unfolded, you just put pins in the joints so that it'd be locked in place, and then you put the fucking seat on them. I was like, that's it. It's like can't do that in
Oh,
Kerbals.
yeah. Well, yeah, they had designed the the module with this like little cargo compartment.
Yeah, they
And
just folded a folded a
they're like,
rover
yeah,
into it.
let's put a little fucking car in here. All right, fuck it. We
It's
got like
crazy.
all the money from fucking Congress. Like, let's put a little car up there.
I watched them did it, and it was like, this is ingenious, but I can't do that. It was like you just pulled the tab, and it just self unfolded out of the lander as you yanked the tab out. And I was like, it also makes sense when you're on the moon and it's like 40% gravity. This thing probably weighs nothing, and you're just pulling a little golf cart out of your rover. Like, what the shit? That's so cool.
I think those rovers are, well, they've got to still be up there.
Yeah, there's no way of getting them home. You're not folding those things back up.
I gotta take it back, guys.
You gotta IKEA this shit back into the box. Ah.
I wonder if, like, well, hopefully, I mean, someday, like, those landing sites will just be like museums, basically.
400 years ago, this is where the Americans brought their fucking golf carts.
The
Yeah.
moon? You mean the moon? We're sailors on the moon. We carry a harp.
They'll be back there next
Oxygen.
year, apparently.
What?
They'll be back on the moon next year.
Yeah, man. I'm keeping up with it.
Yeah, right. They're
Um,
supposed to go around it later this year. Is that correct?
That's right. They just announced the astronauts.
Yep, I saw that.
Got 4 astronauts gonna send around the moon. They're gonna take a little bit. Their trip's gonna be a lot longer. So I think first they're gonna set up in like a pretty eccentric orbit.
Yeah, it
And
makes
just, like,
sense to get the
te-
as much
yeah.
gravity boost out of it. Yeah.
They're gonna test everything out, you know, in a way that like, oh, like, yeah, we're going to deep space, but the orbit will bring us back to Earth
Mm.
without any sort of issues. And then I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
if
And then
goes
orbitize
okay,
around the moon if as long as it's
Yep.
working. Makes sense. Yeah, that's the most efficient, but it is going to be slower. Yeah, setting up a super elliptical orbit that actually just intersects with where the moon's going to be at.
the moon, yes,
Yeast. Yeast.
or the moon.
Yeah, that was a frustrating thing about Bud Light. Bud Light put a fucking women's celebration thing on their cans, and they put a dude, and they were celebrating women, and they put a dude on the can. It's like they just announced the astronauts going to the moon, and one of the 4 is a fucking woman. Maybe you could have chosen her instead, you fucking clowns. That would have been a better decision. But no, you put a chick with a dick on your cans to celebrate women instead of, I don't know, the first woman astronaut who's going to be making, a lunar mission.
Well, I see your point. I'm not 100% sure if you're allowed to Is NASA allowed to advertise like that?
I mean, it wouldn't be any advertising per se. It just, right, is Bud Light's, Anheuser-Busch's celebration, whatever type of cans.
Yeah.
Eh,
Maybe they approach NASA and they're just like, yeah, we're not touching that controversy with a 10-foot fucking pole. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, it was just a women's celebration thing, and they just didn't choose a woman. Like, choose a woman. But
Hey, I
they
heard
want the
briefly about
ultra.
it.
Yeah, just like, nope, we're going to choose a dude who thinks it's a woman. Okay.
I heard, yeah, I saw
It's not the-
something briefly on like
Not a good
YouTube.
idea.
I didn't really watch anything about it, but they just said the name, and I just go, I have no fucking clue who the hell this is. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I saw, and then I just saw, yeah, Kid Rock is apparently just shooting Bud Light cans. And I just go, like, bro,
It's
just
just don't alienate half your population with a controversy like that. You could have just taken a real girl. Like everyone, like no one's gonna be mad that you chose a woman astronaut or something like that. Like no one's gonna be mad at that. Just choose that person. Fuck.
Well,
Stupid.
I tell you what, I bet that um it all boils down to somebody in marketing says, okay, long
Yeah, we're
within
appeasing with
cer-
certain
wi-
political
within
projecting.
certain terms, this is going to make us more money than if we do something else. And somebody said, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so is it really so piss off a bunch of hillbillies who most likely drink a case a day or celebrate a bunch of trans people which have significantly less population than hillbillies who probably don't even drink Bud Light? Probably don't
That
piss
does
off the
seem
people who
like
drink Bud Light.
it does seem like a kind of odd
Like, eh.
approach. Because I will say this. Um, like, there's not a lot of, well, for one, there's not a lot of trans people in the country, right? It's a
Yeah.
fairly low percentage.
Yup.
Like,
It's pretty slow. It's
how,
pretty
how,
small.
and how many of them drink fucking Bud Light?
Oh,
But
how are these saves here? I just deleted the whole fucking game. Oh my god, bro.
the saves are probably in your My Documents.
I deleted the whole folder. So where the fuck
Right.
did it get it from? Alright, whatever. I just deleted the whole campaign. Something on those things were crashing my computer. That's why I deleted everything in the KSP folder. Everything. The whole folder. Whole game folder. We should have included saves. So I don't know where it would have been saving them.
In most games you go to My Documents, like My Saved Games, they're separate from the actual
Well,
location.
I deleted it. Deleted the campaign. I didn't want to delete the campaign, but like I said, every time I tried to load a save from it, it just crashed.
Rover 1. So I built kind of a beast. I don't know how I can get this there. Perhaps, and I'll probably have to get rid of my super boss ass radar dish or communications dish up here. Ah. I want to know why the fuck. Wait, this could be pretty dope. Nope. Jesus. This one. This would be kind of cool. Ooh. I like that a lot.
I wish the flags were also changeable to the colors of the agency, but they don't really do that.
I think there's actually a mod for that now.
Noise.
Yeah. Okay.
God, that's a chippy ass flag, bro. I don't know which one I want.
I turned some of my settings down. To optimize my performance. Okay, so where the hell is the center of? Okay, I thought so. Center of mass is definitely not where.
Is that a
Install.
drill? What is that? Oh, is that a
That that is a nuclear reactor. Because I don't want to be inhibited by whether or not I have solar exposure.
I don't like how they called those pieces chassis when they're not really. They're just like wheel mounts. They aren't really like a chassis per se. But
Yeah, that's true.
I was very confused because I was looking at the part and I was like, "How is this the body of it?" I'm super like, wait, I'm lost.
Well, actually, this is the first time I ever found a good use for the structural like steel beams. Like, this is perfect. Because I needed to have a good place to mount this one. So I got a nice steel beam in there.
Nice.
Got a structural piece. I used it in the back too. Oh yes, it has a drill in the back.
It looks like a drill.
So now we do the
Grab a
separator
beer.
as opposed to the. Yeah, there we go. So, shit. How am I gonna center this thing, dude? The center of mass is way over there. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeez. Yeez, yeez, yeez.
Trust adapter. Maybe this one. Nope. Way too big. Don't need that. Ooh, tube. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay. Okay.
Yeez, yeez, yeez.
Well, um, hmm, okay. So for starters, you could probably put a bunch, or at least a little bit of SAS in this thing.
Yeez, yeez, yeez. Give me a wing. Chicken wing.
Ooh, unless I want to attach the rockets to the bottom. Hmm, so many options. Okay, let's just. The shitty thing is they just don't have like you got to get pretty creative with the parts just because there aren't, there's not a ton of them. It's kind of nice. Like the version of Kerbals that I shared with you, like
Mm-hmm.
at times it's almost overwhelming. You're like, I have like 500 engines to choose from. Not to mention the complexity of like all of the fuels and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to structural. Hmm. I just put a big old board on this fucker.
Do you use the control surfaces or do you use the wings for like a canard?
Um, just depends on the situation. Um, like your typical normal wing like that is used for primary lift and rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
like there's you want to keep in mind like how each different surface predominantly uses its control surfaces. So like if it's going to be, for instance in this case, and you can edit where the control how the control surface works, right?
Yeah.
It's all the way at the bottom. Like
Yeah, I'm adjusting, yeah.
you
The
can put
light,
those
yeah.
you can put those more towards the outside because that will give you the most like leverage when you roll. Um, But then, like, you compare that to, say, the center of lift or the center of mass, and you're just like, oh, okay, well, this wing won't be super helpful when I want to pitch because I'm too close to the center. Or, you just think about, like, the way seesaws work. It's honestly very similar principles. But like when you put a wing like that towards the front, usually that's more of a control surface. You'll get a lot more like your standard wing will offer more stability, but a control surface will offer more like maneuverability if you require it. There's a always a huge balance between the two.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out, like,
That's why, dude, space planes are so fucking challenging. Hell. Maybe this is the way to go? I don't know. This seems a little large. I do. Hmm. Hmm? Rotate, damn you.
aerodynamics. Ooh. Yeah, shotguns. Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to pack this into some sort of ship, but some sort of semblance. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. How does that not work? What the fuck?
Some engines on this beach. Where's my rapiers? You're a rapier. You're a rapier. Oh. I'll put them all together.
Alright.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Much better.
There you go. Oh my gosh.
some wheels. I want some wheels. Wheels. Oh,
Wheels?
some wheels. Skirt.
I can't imagine I need much more than a poodle for this. I mean, it looks like a lander to me. Don't know how this bad boy's gonna perform, but
I did not build a rover that big. I built like a little tiny one with like I-beams or whatever, the structural beams and like plate. And then I just stuck a seat on it. In tiny wheels, small wheels. Not the smallest ones, but the small wheels. That's a big boy. That's a big
yeah.
rover. Decently balanced. Not crazy thrust, but decently balanced. Look at those things.
It really wants to lift off. It's pretty close, honestly.
Advanced controls. We only wanted this to control yaw. Yaw.
Yar.
We want the oh. We want these to control. Do I only make these control pitch? I make these control pitch only. What do you typically make canards do?
Canards?
Yeah, like the front
Honestly,
ones. Everything except yaw, right? Pitch and roll, right?
well, it
Just like a
depends
normal
on-
wing.
Yeah, it depends on your setup. Your setup, you probably just do pitch, um, pitch and roll. But like,
Yes.
you're pretty well set since your yaw control is vertical. Like,
Yes.
however, I would recommend you'll get a lot of great stability if you just put a simple wing opposite of the tail fin at the bottom. It's got to be like obviously really short and stuff, but the nice thing is that like if you're hitting the air while pulling up,
Mm-hmm.
like that makes you head down right like stay straight because sometimes when you're changing direction and pulling up
Like
like
a
all
fin
the
on the
air.
bottom of the belly of the plane?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be tall or anything, or it's just like real short and stubby.
Let's see what that looks like. Give me an
Like
extra small
if you
wing.
look at any military jets, you'll see that they always have those, and it just adds extra stability in case like when you pull G's or when you try to pull up, that way you have a control surface that's going to keep your plane pushing
Does it have
forward.
full control or does it also just control yaw?
No, it's supposed. Whenever I do it, it's just you turn off. There's no control surfaces. It's just a wing. It's there for stability.
Okay, so I'm
It
going to turn
doesn't do
all this
anything else.
off. Can I do
Yeah,
it
put it
this
towards
way
the.
as well? Let's see. This is, yeah, okay, so that did get rid of, okay, yeah.
Be right back. Gotta pee.
Your workspace. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's counting all my fuel correctly. how much those play into to our movement. Yeet. Where are they? These. Deploy angle. Advanced control. Authority limiter. Like half of what they have. How about that? Oops. Yeah. Okay. Why the fuck does it start shaking like that?
Hello.
Yes. Yes. This is
I
pitch.
just don't think this is going to work.
That's supposed to be roll. I want to do it that way. I don't know if I like doing it that way. It gets super wobbly. I'm not sure why. Make a few changes. It's not terrible.
Will this fit? Oh my god, that's quite the engine. Whew, whew, whew.
I also don't know why. You should. Pretty sure wing parts have crossfeed on them, so. go. A little crooked here.
Oh boy.
Oh, don't do that. Go this way.
What's going on? Northeast.
Why am I going off the runway like that? Well, I don't like when I try to maneuver, it also tries to counter roll. Doesn't make any sense. And then it starts shaking. Why are you shaking?
You're up off the ground.
I'm up, yeah, but it's just shaking. Like, why is it doing this? Is this because of SSA? Yeah, it had to be SAS.
If it's overly strong.
And then it just blows a wing off? What the fuck was that? I'm not even doing that fast.
Did you get your gear up?
Yeah, my gear is up. That made no sense. Okay. Let's try this again. SAS off in the beginning.
You see, I have these little fins at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Let's just put one. But
yeah, that help add some stability.
Well, part of the problem
You
was SAS kept trying to take me back to the direction I was going, so it just was rocking it. So I'm gonna turn the SAS something launch, but I don't know why the wing just got like completely just fucking ripped off.
So another little trick I have is actually.
Why am I turning? What the fuck?
So I'm pretty sure like the way that the physics works is basically everything gets kind of bound together at one place. So what I'll do is go in, put a little, because you can see a little strut here. Got one over there.
Yeah.
You pop it on, just put it into the adjacent wing, and then you can actually select the nodes and just kind of bury it inside of the wing, and then you can add some extra strength to it.
I think it's got to be the.
It's not infallible, but you'll get a lot more rigidity out of your wings, and they won't fly off as much.
Yeah, I think it's just the control surface. I have too big of a control surface.
No, that might also be.
Revert to VAB. I'm just gonna make the control surfaces a little smaller. It'd take longer to maneuver, but that's okay because I'm just literally trying to nose up higher and higher as I gain speed, so I could get to orbital levels.
Actually, now I think about it, I got some edits I'd like to make to the to my little Xenon satellite here. Which unfortunately will make it probably way more, which means I have to make my SSTO more efficient. It just never ends. I really don't even need this freaking docking port, I don't think. So let's see here.
Oh, god damn it, you piece of shit.
It's already have an engine.
I just want this. I want... I don't know why it also tries to roll, though. It's very weird. Did your thing try to go off the runway, like, as it gains speed? It just randomly starts turning.
Did you have that problem? Do you have any, so that's like a yaw problem, but does it persist when you leave the runway?
It randomly, like, it rolls funny. Here, I'll just save this and show you, see if it does it again.
Because, like, if you're experiencing, like, odd changes in direction on the runway, but it leaves, that's probably your gear isn't, like, perfectly straight or something.
It's on a... yeah, it should be fine.
Plus, if you do the tricycle gear like that, and it's really separated, you know, that could be leading to some odd oscillations.
It's just like when it gets speed, it immediately will like start to hook up one way or the other, like it does right now, and you'll see it. That I don't know why.
I gotta get my fucking joystick out of the way. Fucking played a little DCS World today for the first time in months. Fucking rusty.
Jeez.
Yeah, you did hang over a little bit.
I have an idea of what it is. Now it's oscillating, and I don't know why.
What kind of
'cause I
SAS
didn't turn the
is that?
SAS off. That's why.
Because I will, I don't take off with it.
I know what it's doing. I think I know what it's doing. When you put the vertical wing on, I use a wing, but the shape of the wing is obviously designed to create an up for force and a down force. So I'm just going to have to change what type of control surface it is on the back.
And that could work. Take that off. I would like.
Because you're not using it. I mean, I thought it was like smart enough to like know, but I guess not.
Man control. 0.1 kilonewtons is not enough. Electric charge.
So dumb.
Gonna have to beef up this probe. That's what I'm seeing.
We're gonna take the wing and we're gonna fucking make it a stabilizer. Stabilizer acts as a control surface too, right? Yeah. Yes, exactly.
I don't know the difference between a control surface and a stabilizer.
Yeah.
Perhaps a stabilizer does not provide lift unless you're getting
Right,
an
but
angle of attack.
it's a vertical one, and that's the problem is it's causing lift one direction because it was technically a wing, which is what it's designed, right? So
I'm having issues.
that's not the one I clicked on. You fucking clowns. I wanted this one.
I'm not compelled to put anything else on there. Literally trying
that's
to
the
see
other
bare
problem.
bones. Get out of here. It's got control. What's the last thing?
That's the other problem. Okay, cool. This.
What about an electric generator? That's kind of fun. Get some extra electrical charge even if I'm 0.75. What's the weight? 0.075. Fuck. 0.750 a second. That's nothing. It weighs 0.075 tons. What's your center of lift look like compared to your center of mass?
Yeah, it should be fine. I'll show you here in a second, though. I want this just to be my roll. Sure, that works for me. Okay. On the back side of the ball, but still within the ball. You should see in about 10 seconds, I think.
Waiting. Hmm. It's pretty close. If you
You
can
don't
get
want it in the middle. You want it on the back side, right?
yeah. It's a well, obviously it's like a nice medium's good. The if you're experiencing stability issues, the more you can get that blue ball back, the better. But if it's like say at the center of where your yaw stabilizer is, then you're not going to be able to turn for shit.
Right.
So I mean, that looks pretty good. Um, you said you would like once you got airborne, you'd start rolling one direction.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is because I had this as a wing. If you think of if they shaped them like an actual wing, one side has more of a curve than the other side because that's how you create lift instead of it being a stabilizer. So
Yeah,
it would have been causing lift in one direction, which would have caused a weird roll and a weird yaw. So that's what I think was going on. So I
you
changed
can
that part
double
out.
check that. However, it would take that lift into account, and then you would see that that arrow coming
Yeah.
up
But
the blue
it
ball.
wasn't showing it, but it definitely was feeling like that's what it was doing because it's definitely going to the right, and the way the wing was shaped, it should have been pushing to the right, and it was.
When I was having that issue, it was because like some of the one of the control surfaces were set to invert, and so as the SIS or you try to correct,
Mm,
you actually wind up putting in the the control input that would cause it to create that further um like offset.
yeah. What I've
I
gone
mean,
through a
but
lot of my
honestly,
advanced
that
controls, and I haven't seen any inverted products yet. But we'll give it a try again here.
mine was set like regular. I had two inverted, I thought, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
but I
that's
just
the thing
went through
about
my wing surfaces. I
that.
didn't see
That's the thing
any
about
inverted
problem
checks.
solving. You just like you don't fucking know. You have to just eliminate things. I don't think I want this generator. That's just extra weight for not a lot of pros. You know? I am thinking though that I want like a battery. Yeah, battery sounds
Uh,
pretty good.
why are we doing? Why? Okay. I'm still getting a weird roll. Why am I rolling weird? What the fuck are you doing? There's no reason for you to be rolling. Dude, no, it's because I'm having to constantly course correct it. Just fly straight. What the fuck?
And now you don't have your SAS on.
Yes, but it should still be able to fucking fly straight. It should fly in the direction that it's pointed at.
Are you constantly having it correct?
Yes.
Hmm. Damn. Fucking flew apart. It's bananas. What the fuck's going on? Hmm. Okay. 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 Coupling. And then I will, I think, add some stability to this bad boy. Oh, come on. Throw me a freaking bone here. Help me to help you. There we go. Probably won't have as ridiculous an amount of delta V, but it'll be a bit more of a pilotable craft. Okie doke.
Just do it this way. Okay, why are you turning?
Yeah, you can see how far back, like my ball is, separate from the yellow one. Still have pretty good maneuverability too.
Yeah, these canards are fucked. There's something with these canards that are just fucking them up. This is so annoying. Those canards are so fucking stupid. Just gonna get rid of them.
So like, because if I turn on SAS, my control surface will just kind of flap. So when I launch, I just do manual.
Right.
Like, I don't know why, like, I still get a little bit of pull.
Yeah, when you're driving,
right.
I think
To
it's
the right.
friction. So I'm gonna turn this fucking like friction shit off on these
To the right
wheels.
side.
Yeah, I'm turning the friction
wanna
stuff on
say-
the wheels.
On the rear wheels, you should probably turn the steering off. That'll
Yeah, I'm
help
turning the auto friction control off on the front wheel.
stabilize it.
Yeah, and then the rear ones, we will have steering disabled. Go away.
Get some lift and then immediately stow the gear, and then I put it into SAS mode.
Yeah, my SAS constantly makes the thing try to like, because if you pull up, it just keeps bouncing, you know.
Well, I'm really laden with fuel. My ship's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
So I think you'll get some better. Wrong controls. You'll get some better results if you turn your SAS authority lower.
Lift. Now I have no lift at all. Why am I getting 0 lift on my fucking doing 300 fucking meters a second, bro? Why? I just want to point my nose up. Jesus fucking Christ. Why are you pulling to the left? Jesus fuck, bro. 300 meters a second. Please lift. 400 meters a second. 500 meters a second. Oh, stop. Put the canards on and the shit just fucking goes wild. Take the canards off and then it has zero lift,
Oh.
which makes no sense.
Mhm.
I love that. You can change the wingspan and it doesn't move the parts attached to the fucking end of the wing. Like, come on, guys. That makes no sense, but sure.
Dude, the resource management on this game is just dog shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes any sense. And, like, the way that they will burn the fuels is just, it makes no sense. Like, I'm trying to make, you know, good decisions as to how to stage this shit, and I just can't.
Lift. I just increased the amount of wing surface area by a lot. Lift.
Some of that has to do with the angle of your control surface, or compared to the center of mass.
And
If you
SAS does the stupid shit. Bro, why is the wing falling off? I'm not even doing 350 meters a second and the wing just falls off. What the fuck is wrong with this shit? Oh my god. Shit is so dumb.
Alright. Ditch it. And now we climb. Like fucking Spider-Man.
Okay, what the fuck are you doing, game? Why is that one showing upside down? Come on, guys. Do better.
Oh, when you're editing it, it'll do that.
Flip flops it. Yeah, it's so annoying.
As soon as you turn it off, it'll flip it back. Definitely have more stuff to fix, that's for sure.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I gotta get another beer here soon. Yeah, buddy. It's so nice and peaceful. Where are we at? Come on. Jeez. Pretty weak performance. I wonder if it's because I added weight to the probe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that shit's exponential.
Yes.
I think 80 is good enough. Ah, I miss the circularize, burn, set, execute. I do enjoy in some fashion getting back to the basics, but this is just too basic.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's some sort of assist. Well, I'm sure somebody out there is fervently working on the MechJeb 2.
Yes.
You should make sure to set those, like your furthest out control surfaces and wings to be the, to do the pitch.
Well, what do your center sections do? They also do pitch as well, right? Or they only do and roll?
Yeah, but if you put the force, you know, if your center of leverage, well, your center of leverage when you take off is right at your wheels.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you want the, like, the force, because, you know, those wings or winglets or whatever, they put a force down. And if your wheels are really close to that force, it's like, you know, trying to pivot a seesaw that's not balanced properly, or it's too balanced or whatever, you know. You need the wheels to be forward so that way when your control surface is pushed down to make you pitch up, that they're not just pushing the wheels harder into the ground, that you want it to be causing your ship to rotate upwards. Damn, I'm gonna burn all of my Delta V for this. Fuck. So, honestly, what I would do, you should take your wheels there, you should flip them and make it so that, like, they come out of, like, the wheel assembly itself right now, they come out of the back. They should come out of the front. It'll make it easier to pitch up off the runway. I might even have mine set up that way. After this burn, I can open them up. Have to see.
So, but you're saying the only the outside wings should control pitch.
Well, like I said, not necessarily, not just the outside wing, but it definitely should.
Oh yeah. Well, I kept it on the same level. So everything that's on the horizontal planes, I because I have no other canards or other access points, I have them as pitch and roll. Yes. And then the vertical axes is set for just yaw.
So let me put up my gear here. I want to say I flipped it around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see my
Yeah,
gear.
I flipped mine around. Yeah, I rotated those things.
You can bring it forward and stuff. Like the nice thing. I'm trying to think here. I forget why I even put it back there. By having that close to your center of mass, the gear will make pitching off the runway a lot easier. Let's take a look at the good old probe.
See how it does. Oh, randomly turning again. Stop turning. Why are you turning? Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this game, man? The physics are like too broken. And I can't get off the ground at 200 plus. Even though like the lift arrow is showing well behind the ball.
Yeah, you should be. You should get some. You have a pretty good wing ratio.
Yeah, it's randomly rolling. Okay, cool.
You might want to revert to launch and check your control surfaces.
What do you mean? Check what on them?
So, here, I'll revert. Like, you can double check to see if they're functioning how you expect them to. It's kind of tough to do sometimes while you're in flight, you know.
Going fluff fast.
No,
Thanks, fast as
necessarily.
fuck.
Turn that off. So like, I'm gonna pitch, and I'm checking to see like, okay, all of my control surfaces. Because these should be pushing the back of the aircraft down. So that's right. And this one should be pitching the front of the aircraft up. And that all checks out. Oddly enough, looks like this side is a little, doesn't lift up as much, which is kind of odd. That's a fuck up. And then I'll go, okay, if I want to roll right, is everything function properly?
I just completely lost all my air, so that's cool.
So all the control surfaces, these are causing it to roll that way, up, and then these are causing it to roll down, so that looks right. And then you go to do your yaw. Yaw is good, yaw is good. You know, just to make sure that your control surfaces are set up and not inverted, because sometimes like wings will get put on backwards and shit like that.
I'm in the middle of a flight, so I didn't really get to see a whole lot.
Yeah, before you take off, you just look at your, while you're just sitting idle on the runway, you can check to see if your control surfaces are doing what you're expecting them to do. I really do have some odd things going on with my,
Well,
that
as
wing's
fucked
kinda-
as this thing is, I might still be able to get this thing into orbit. The oxidizer to methyl oxide is not correct. Oh, I understand. Fuck off.
I'm getting a little bit of yaw here myself.
Yeah, I don't understand the friction. Like even when you turn like friction control and shit like that, it's just like, nope, don't care. You're gonna just start turning. Like no. Let's not do that. That'd be great.
I'm honestly getting some really odd things manifesting themselves into the controls and shit right now. Like, look at the geometries. Like, this one's poking up through the wing, this one isn't.
Yeah, I noticed that you get weird gaps that show sometimes too when like stuff should just be like up flat surface to flat surface, but it's like there's still a gap, and you're like, pretty sure these things are like in parallel and joined together, so there shouldn't be a random gap here, but there is. Cool.
Yeah, I'm getting some kind of funky flight characteristics. And I really shouldn't be experiencing any of that. This game still has some glitches.
Yes. Three, two, one, cut. Trash. Welp. All things considered, as shitty as a plane this thing is, it is technically in orbit on one stage.
There you go.
This garbage plane. Kerbals. Able to make garbage fly.
Yeah. Yeah, then we get back in here, everything looks all hunky-dory.
Like it's supposed to.
Some odd things going on. That's okay. I think I might put another fueling station up in orbit. These things are fucking bananas.
Yes. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Grab a beer.
Same.
My last pretzel beer wasn't great. Okay. Where am I? Do 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 do. So the question is, do I just reverse burn or do I just point down to try to land? Which way do we want to do this? Oh.
You cannot launch it if there are not enough resources. I don't know what that means. Yeah, this is a thick bitch.
I'm just gonna point down and start flying downwards. That's the way to do it, right? Point at the
Uh,
ground.
if you just point downwards?
Yes.
Yeah, what does that do?
I'm flying towards the horizon. It should, or below the horizon, it should point me downwards.
Temporarily.
SAS. Stop it, SAS.
Well, if you want to re-enter, you just do retrograde.
I know, but you know it's a plane. I'm trying to not have to keep rotating the bitch back and forth.
Yeah, this thing's gonna.
Well, retrograde it. I was thinking, you know, if you just point down below your horizon of travel and burn long enough, you should head towards the direction that you're pointing, which means you should bring your. Although your speed is increasing, the angle of attack should probably decrease your orbit.
Yeah,
Obviously.
but the thing is if you're accelerating, you're changing your trajectory, but
Yes.
if the atmosphere.
But if you're accelerating down at the fucking planet, you're gonna eventually go to the planet.
True, but maybe not in the means that you want to.
Yeah, it'd obviously be significantly less fuel efficient. You have to burn a lot more to do it, but
Let's go. This whole upper part is just fuel. Got a little monopropellant too. This is just probably the biggest rocket I've made.
oh shit! I didn't think it was that much. Oh god. Well, we're not going to be able to crash back into the VAB building.
You're gonna be sizzling. So that's the trade-off. You're going to be, yeah, you're gonna be entering the atmosphere, but you're gonna be going real fast.
I know, but it'll bleed off, and I'm nowhere near the fucking VAB building. So I'll have to like try to fly there, and I don't have enough fuel to actually like fly there. I have to like
Oh
try
shit! You
to.
gotta cross another ocean.
Mhm. We'll try to just keep the nose up and let fluid dynamics of air do its thing to hopefully keep me coasting. But
Get some lift.
I don't see it happening. Yeah, I don't see that happening. Oh, good. Bruh, what are you struggling with
Okay.
here? What are you struggling with here, airplane? You're gonna just fast forward your bitch right into the atmosphere. Oh, you slowed me down.
Yeah, I think I might want to build a big ass plane next.
Oh, big ass plane.
Yeah, just
Oh,
I don't know, like
Oh.
a 747 or 777 type deal, or maybe I'll try to make like a flying wing. I don't know.
there is not enough atmosphere for me to like make any maneuvers here.
Trust me. The issues I've been having is like trying to slow down.
It's just like, no, we don't. Like, you trying to coast. I'm just trying to coast. This is an airplane trying to fly, man.
You don't want to bleed some energy quick, because
Oh,
by the time you
I'm
get
good.
low, you're gonna be going so fast.
Oh,
That's
I'm
the
good.
issue. My wings just ripped off. Was my problem.
Actually,
Mine
this
are
thing is
reinforced.
this is like extraordinarily stable considering as shitty as it was up. It's being very stable on the way down. Ooh, that's what I need to do. Pause. Switch the engines back to air.
Oh yeah, if you even have a few drops of fuel, that'll
I
get
got
you
I got fuel,
far.
just not a lot. I have a lot of oxidizer, not a lot of methane. So, which doesn't matter if you don't have the methane. So, we can only go as far as the methane.
Oh man.
Damn
This-
you! Not having
basically
perfectly
flat
sized parts to balance your methane versus methalox as you create SSTOs.
Dude, yeah, we gotta get that
The
scale
ratio.
slider.
I gotta get that ratio.
That and the fuel transfer system sucks. Like the resource management is not as like a lot of things just aren't as intuitive. Like yeah, I get it. Like people want to just be like, oh look, we're creating a new game, but
Right.
make it work, fuckers.
I am flying again, but I'm not gonna be able to cross an ocean with this amount of fuel.
You might just have to land there in that fucking
This wheat
Naboo.
field.
Yeah, that Naboo looking ass fucking meadow.
Hell yeah, but I'm coming up on some mountains pretty quickly. See, with the SAS, it's actually pretty fucking stable here. I'm gonna do some crazy shit. We're going nose down, baby, nose down. This is sand. This is totally not a meadow.
Oh shit, you got desert.
Yeah.
Oh, track the gear, sled that thing, baby.
I landed in the ocean with with my old one.
It's a toboggan at this point.
Dude, it burns off pretty good. It's not only doing 150 and less.
Put this Piach at 100.
Oh hell yeah! This thing is gonna make the best landing. Well, it was close to the best landing.
Kind of the best.
Sorry, Bill. I'm gonna have to revert back to VAB so you're not dead.
Whoa!
It bounced hard. It wasn't doing that fast, but it bounced. It was looking actually pretty good on the landing. It was only doing about 90 meters a second. And it wasn't at a crazy angle, but it bounced pretty fucking hard.
Landing is weird. They make it challenging. They got a lot of tweaks to do, man. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
All right, time
this
to
is
rotate my
shit.
giant ass motherfucking rocket here. 'Cause it's not like my upper stage is entirely fuel and there's no engines on it. It's just supposed to be a fuel. It's a gas station.
It's a gas station.
If it were made of Legos, it'd say octane. But that's the thing. With an SSTO, you burn all your fuel getting into orbit, but you have a gas station to refuel at, all of a sudden, there's a lot more possibilities.
Right. This is true.
Same as any other ship. Or, like in my old Kerbal file, I just had gas stations floating everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever checked it out. Like, I have one around the Mun, I have one around Duna, I have one around Eva. Like,
That's the way to
there's
do it.
just gas stations.
The only problem with them if you actually use them and say that you kind of have to go refuel your own gas stations.
Nah, just destroy them.
Destroy them and launch a new one.
Yeah, watch it. Because then what? I'll have to launch a larger gas station to refuel the gas station.
Sorry, come and goes. I'm gonna destroy you and launch a fucking Amico. Fuck.
Get the fuck out of here.
You ran out of fuel.
You're not useful anymore. You see? Oh, you're gonna buy us out? No, we're just going to deorbit you.
Just
Get the
crash you into the moon. Oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
How much fuel do you have left? We have about a quarter of our fuel. Great, you're gonna burn it into the sun. Oh.
Actually, you're gonna give us that, and then you're. You need 300 to deorbit. You have 500. Give us that 200, yo.
Yeah, the one thing that they don't have in this game, which was frustrating for me, was the comm lines, like showing satellites connected together and shit like that. That was I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, well, now you're just like, why can't I control my ship? Oh, it
Right.
says no comm service.
Yeah, I'm just assuming I have comm service because it doesn't really tell me if I do or don't. I can't see if it's there. I don't know how the satellite networks work, or if I even need a satellite network. Like, because you don't show me
Dude,
those things.
now that I think about it, my next ship should just be to.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a tiny little satellite.
I should build a satellite that's just like packed full of communications arrays.
That's the only thing that I also don't like, or not the only. It's one of the other things I don't like is the different type of satellites don't tell you like what range or what like constrictions they have, right? So it's like if I just stick this extra small satellite like antenna on it, does that work from like hella distance? It doesn't really specify.
No, it doesn't.
Like how would I know that? Like it doesn't say anywhere. And that's also frustrating. Like what size satellite do I have to try to build, you know, what type of antenna do I have to try to build satellites for that I want to have like long range? Because obviously, even the ones around Kerbin, you want to be long range satellites, so everything you launch off has the ability to communicate out to it. But I don't know what that means. I don't know which ones are restricted, which ones aren't, what the limit is of each one of these. Because some of these are just stupid, like they're like stupid shaped satellites that I don't like building around. If I don't
What
have
does
to
it all
build,
mean, Basil?
if I don't have to build around them, I wouldn't. But again, I don't know what the limitation of the the comm link is. It's so frustrating. Tell me, how far does it go?
Ooh, this thing has pretty good fucking control. Pull up, baby.
Also, I don't like building with some of these small platforms because it was glitched and having launch issues, and it's very annoying. Okay. So if I'm building a satellite, that means I need to have. What are these probes? Do we run a. Yeah, we're going to run a probe, right? Remote guidance system. Just run a small one. And let's stick. Let's see what a satellite antenna like this looks like on it. Okay. Why isn't it not centered? You're dumb.
Honestly, that is the way to go. I can put up another fuel tank. My orbit's already been screwed up.
Crash that bitch into the ground.
Satellite sounds like a lot more fun.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. And then what we're gonna do is let's take a look at some of these fuel tanks. What do we got here? Xenon.
Something so liberating about not having Kerbal safe. You're just like, ah.
The only small hydrogen tank is so long. I want to use the hydrogen for this antenna, but it is way too long. And medium is massive. You're forcing me to do this with Xenon, aren't you?
Xenon's the way to go. I'm gonna call this Com 1. Not for communist. Communication.
Comsat 1.
Guess I should make a new workspace.
Yeah,
It's got
good
annoying
idea.
that you basically have to.
Let's go to save. New workspace. I don't know how this works, but we're gonna do the same thing. Comsat. Vehicle name. Comsat 1.0.
I've already done a Xenon out. I think we can get an adapter. Let's do 4 of them. The big problem is that then you have to supply that much more electricity. Is what I need. Wait, what? Thrust is
Good idea. Let's put a battery. I gotta put a battery in this.
so low thrust.
You can't get the both of it. The best of both
Times
worlds.
times
Stick this extra
4.
large battery. Such a massive battery.
What is 2 times?
It's the small.
So I just get 0.8 kilonewtons? It's like somebody breathing in your face. Okay, so we'll get the adapter. Ooh, that's large. Small.
Mm.
Holy shit.
Is there a,
That's-
yeah, where's the adapter plates? Where that's construct the structure, right? Small adapter plate.
Ooh.
Engine mount.
Yeah.
Give
That's-
me give me the Xenon engine. I want multiples. Can I fit oh my god, I can try to fit 4 on here.
Having some odds.
Fuck it. That's what we like to see.
I think this is working.
That's what I did. Yeah, that's exactly what I just did. 4 little
Man.
Xenon engines on there. Trying to shove one in the middle.
Just Ted Nugent it out. That'll work. Now I gotta power these fuckers.
Yeah, man. See if it lets them do that.
Argon. Ooh, and it's not like argon. Do I want a big ass? Yeah, big tank.
Oh, you doing? I did a little baby tank. Little baby tank.
Wait, what the fuck?
Maybe we add another baby tank. One more baby tank. Oh shit.
Oh my god. Look at my Delta V count. That is bananas.
48,000.
That is no, that means that I'm going to literally have 0 fucking thrust. I won't be able to maneuver at all. Alright.
Why? Why is that? Why you gotta be like that? Mine's at 25,000. Delta V.
What the fuck's going on with this thing?
You lost an engine.
I'm having some issues here, man.
Just a wee bit. Alright. Put a decoupler and a shrouder on this bad boy.
25 ain't so bad. You know.
Yes. Where's my decoupler? Payload. Decoupler.
Right. This bitch is for sure.
That is not supposed to happen that way.
It's for sure going to need a.
Sure, we can decouple like that.
Nah.
That's not how that's supposed to work.
Oh, wow. That took off 5,000 Delta V's.
I'm gonna
So,
can I just put a shroud around it? Fairing? I don't like that. Put a medium fairing here. Whoa, nope. Put it here. But that's not how I want that fairing to be built. What are you doing? Please stop doing that. But it has to connect that way? Fuck, bro. It doesn't like having the engines this way when you try to build something around it. It's very annoying. The engine plates. I can't put like an extra
which
shroud.
is the best antenna?
Maybe I do it that way, which is just silly, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyways. Give me the decoupler. Give me a stack decoupler. I'll stick the stack decoupler there like this. I'm gonna stick a medium fairing like this. Now I'm gonna, yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. However, Jesus, that's huge.
Huzzah.
Bloop. All right, now the question is, how do I power
The
these?
power. Ooh, that's kind of what I fucked up. Probably.
Because each one needs. Hold the phone.
Hold the front door.
So I have 4 of them. Each is at 10, so I need 40 electrics per second.
40 electrics.
There's no
Oh,
unit.
it doesn't say, yeah, when you're checking them.
Yeah, it's just the 10.03, so it's fine. I'll plan for the 40.
Electrical. Oh,
And I think
that is.
nuclear is just going to be way too heavy.
That's not good. They run into each other.
That's
That's sad.
half of my Delta V. Ooh. There we go. I think I'll just do these. Oh. They do run into one another. Do I want to add structure?
Electrical. Yeah. The extra large, they look so good, but on a small frame, they roll out into each other. It's so annoying.
I think I'll just do the 2 of these, but then that does limit my...
Yes.
Them's big.
Yes.
And them's heavy. However, the difference is going to be about the same. My biggest concern, though, is if I use the large ones, then the odds of it not lining up with the sun are higher. Yeah.
Give me the engines. The medium engines. Mediums.
How'd you attach to the bottom of this thing? That's a good question.
That's I figured it out in a way. I added a coupler. Ooh. And a fairing, and I just did different sizes, so it looks kind of goofy. But once it's under the fairing, it's all good.
Because I gotta have a decoupler for show. Ooh.
So I put the decoupler there. Yeah, that's what I did. I put the decoupler there, and then I put a larger fairing underneath that decoupler, and then you can fairing the whole thing. But if you do it that way, yeah. But if you put it at the bottom section of the antenna, no, like go downwards, like vertically. Yep, right there. Attach it to there.
Ew.
And then I put a larger fairing on
There you
that
go.
piece and fairing it around it. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
So it's a little goofy, but once it's under the shroud, you're like, all right. It's a little penis-shaped rocket. Cool.
Yeah, most rockets are.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think you can work with the...
Yeah, buddy.
I'm getting ahead of myself. What am I doing? I still got... I haven't even put on the important part yet.
Yeah, the big old antenna.
Gonna go with the smaller one because they have the same range.
Yeah, that one's weird too, because it's like, well, you can stick it anywhere. I'm like, oh, yeah, fuck you guys. Bitch.
Think that'll work.
Nice.
Back to this thing.
Actually, let's do this. Let's be smart about this. Let's put a medium-sized medium on it. And let's put what's the main sail? Let's put the skipper. Just a little extra. Then
A little extra. Oof.
well, the coupler, medium the coupler. Oh, yeah, that way. Then we put the big boy on. With the big boy engine. My big boy engines. Engines. The mainsail.
I like to put
You like
a
the
little
little
extra
ones?
a little extra infrastructure on my lower stages.
Mm.
Some SAS and a battery. Question is, do I want to stage this up to a medium? I think
That's what I did. I went from a medium with that medium fairing, and then just used a medium for the main rocket portions.
Yeah, you used a medium fairing.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense. I was trying to keep it kind of small, but if I'm gonna have to put it in an adapter anyway, that's two parts for the price of one.
Well, yeah, if the fairing's medium already, then the fairing acts as your adapter.
Huh? I have to just rotate this up.
Oh, sorry. Rockets here are solid boosters. Not very.
Whatever, it's not a real space program, so I don't give a fuck about the cost.
I don't give a shit.
Congress can lick my balls.
In Kerbal Congress.
You guys suck ass. I'm gonna do what I want to. Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Rebel.
None of you should even be here.
That breaks and that goes.
Rich pricks. Okay.
The Delta V's so fucked though, trying to look at it for launch because of your crazy Xenon Delta V.
Mhm.
Like, I think this will work. I think this will get me into some orbit. And put a little nose cone on this bad boy. Where's my nose cones? Arrows.
Tim's Tanny. Where my upper stage?
Okay,
Perfect.
save it. Save
Cute
it.
little upper stage, which you should put a nice efficient engine with. This is 340.
350.
Then we'll
350. Let's
Then
give her a launch. See what happens.
send it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I need something that absolutely thumps down in the atmosphere. What we got?
The old mainsail's the medium one. It's the big boy. Oof.
Yeah, the mainsail. I swear to God. Don't have a ton of fuel down there, but I can compensate by having some nice beefy solids. And I can leave the throttle low. Alright. Let's see what you got.
About to drop my solids right now. And boom. Oh, too much tippage. We're back. Let's just try launch one more time.
Did you get some fins on there? gotta have some
No.
fins.
No. I
And
launched
some tinies.
plenty of rockets without the fins.
Oh, I gots to. Uh oh. Oh, we upside down.
Oh,
Here we go.
you use the big boys.
Yeah, these are pretty good size.
Oh yeah, I use not the smallest ones, but
Nah,
the little smaller
I need-
ones.
I need good burn time. Plus, I like to anticipate that you know, if I design a good payload system, that I might use it. So I want room for growth, and I like to snap in a little extra structure, some stability. But this is gonna have to drop it down.
Damn it!
This is always a tricky bit.
This is the only problem is that the top is shaped so funny. It does not like turning early in the atmosphere. Little sleeker shapes you can turn in the atmosphere better. Give it one more try.
Now the last bit is I'm always gonna have some of these guys.
Yeah, I just said fuck it. I launched off the ground. Yeah.
Do it on occasion.
I went through their like little training course, and they did it that way. I was like, okay, sure,
Alright.
we'll do that.
Yeah, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. Come on, get to this fat part of the atmosphere.
That'll play. I think this thing is going to absolutely burn.
Oh yeah.
This is definitely made for a bit larger probe, but whatever.
Get me through this fat part.
After dealing with space planes, I want something that actually just fucking cooks.
Goes. Yeah, easy control.
Woo, baby! Oh, let's throttle down a little bit. Hey. Trying to think. Maybe I should put this into a polar orbit.
Scott Manley has some good shit about like polar orbits and like how satellites actually work, like in the weird like vertical orbits, like do certain shit. I was like, oh, this is like crazy. Like, this is actual crazy science. What are we talking about here?
Well, nice
Perfect.
thing is-
I'll start with 220. I love it. I love it. Oh yeah, we're doing super good right now. Great maneuver.
push up the throttle and detach.
Oops. Oh, that's where the periapsis. Yeah, yeah. And start to rotate that about there. What is this? Periapsis is 205. Azimuth is 301. Let's cut that down a smidgen. 199 to 273. That's fine. We can circularize a little better after that because we want to get up to about, I don't know, I'm going to call it like 400. Let's start doing 400 to 500, right? Fuck it. Yeah, good comm leak satellite distance from Kerbin, right? Yeah, call it good. All right, SAS, point me in the right direction.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, this is good. It's a good starting place anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if this is kind of eccentric to start. I'm just gonna dump some delta V into this and let's see what we can do.
See what we can do. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, he showed like the polar satellite comsats, and they have like a crazy elliptical setup where it gets really close at the bottom pole and really far at the top pole, and then like they're like slightly off centered from each other. So as they like come around the poles from each other, the North Pole would always have one, but it's because they have like goofy concentric circles that like allow the timing to like it's weird. It's like, oh, there's no way that this dude does not work for goddamn NASA. Like, this dude knows way too much about this shit. It's like, there's no way, man.
Stop working for NASA or stop being a huge nerd.
Bloop, 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 bloop. And 20 seconds till my burn.
Oh, really? Yeah, your feed is like
30 seconds off, at least.
that's like a minute. Uh-oh. Lost you.
Oh, I lost your stream too. Oh, you're minimized. That's why. There it is. I have enough. I have enough here. Oh, I have enough here. And orbit should be in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Nice. I almost timed that perfectly. Sweet. So, we'll destroy you later, and goodbye. Fairing's gone. Decoupler detached. And, oh shit, the fairing just went straight to the ground. That's weird, but whatever. Bring these bad boys up. Nice.
Yeah, my altitude's currently decreasing. That's going to cease being the case here shortly.
He's fucking. Little engine, go! Go, little engine, go! Oh my god. These things are fucking awesome.
Oh wow, yeah, you got some good delta V there.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, let's just burn while we still got the sun here. Yeah, buddy. Start to increase this orbit.
Pretty excited for this polar orbit, because it means, like, you know, so long as I wait for the right time of year, I can perform, you know, maneuvers in the sun perpetually.
Yeah.
Entering orbit now. Let's just keep pushing that out. Alright, that's pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Why do I have 2 apoapses here? What is going on? Let's not do that. I'm confused. Trash that. Periapsis. Great maneuver. It's, why would it be burning me into the ground? I think this thing is a little fucked up. If I were to burn... Why, it's, yeah.
Ooh, this is fun.
Does it not know what thing I am? I'm just gonna fast forward it and make a manual burn without a thing.
Yeah. That's
a bit weird. Because it's like, oh, you're gonna start like burning into the ground. Like, what? Or maybe I just wait to the sun. I'll bring the periapsis up. because that perhaps is more than the sun. We'll just it's doing the same thing. It's like, why would my burn create? This thing is junk. Okay. I almost need to like trash this other piece. I'm just gonna burn in my retro or my pro for as long as I can right now with no sun. Like fuck you mean, guys. I don't know why you think I'm gonna like go back to Earth. Like, why would I crash into Kerbin trying to like accelerate my orbit outwards? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Great. 293 and 202. Oh, okay. Let's just move along here. Something's got a. Oh, that's weird. The thing has its own like weird trajectory. Sure. I don't know why my space junk is like flying off in that direction like that, but that's cool. That's cool. I don't know why it's in that trajectory. Like, what is going on? Bring me back to the sun. Why does it make a loop like that? There's no way it had that level of ejection force. You goofballs, stop it. Alright. If I just burn in my pro, that should increase my orbit, right? Like, this is the way it works. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do it that way.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of fast forward this a little bit. By a little bit, I mean we're gonna fast forward a lot right now.
I got
Even
a
faster.
huge polar eccentric orbit. This is always going to be able to communicate with shit.
yeah, that's the way they fucking do them. Is it gets super close at one side and super high at the other side, and then they like rotate a couple of them. Like, obviously, like if you were to turn it so it does the same thing, just in a slightly like different orbit
I
around.
just do a bunch of them, and because like when your orbit goes that far out, Rizzo, stop it! I swear to God, I didn't even turn on the thrust. Rizzo did that.
Just burning, burn, baby, burn. Just go.
Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, I've been burning for like the last like fast forwarded 5+ minutes worth. Just used 0.1 of my fuel.
Well, the nice thing is that, like, you know, for most of the orbit, you're going to be able to communicate with the satellites. And this is, I don't know what the speed is of the orbit, but if it's way out here and you're coming down here, like, it's going to be, like, this part of it's going to be so fast. Oh, wait, it even said there. Wait, what did it say?
And here we go around the planet.
Ow! Rizzo! Cock.
You little bitch.
Alright, I'm getting no pushback. Could do full thrust. Ain't no
There's
thing.
the old. Talk to me about this. Can we get rid of that? What is this? Kerbal Manager? Sure. ComSat. Yes. Choose 2 locations to quickly transfer Kerbals. Wait, what? Oh, that's a Kerbal Manager, sorry. Right. Resource Manager. Probe 1. Battery. Xenon. Okay. How do I, like, do something with the satellite? Nothing? Just whatever. Just presume it's communicating and doing stuff. Gotcha. Helpful, helpful. We get a little closer to Zapoapsis and we'll burn this bitch and try to get the periapsis a little more circularized.
The status is extended.
Noise.
I think I'm gonna go build a rocket car.
They have a boat dock with like no boat parts. Like
TBD. TBD. There is a boat dock.
yes, there's a launch in the launch selections. There's a boat dock. Ease.
Probably build boats with the flat pieces.
Yeah, probably. I just like there's no designated boat part, so I don't know exactly how like the floating mechanic works because most of your spaceships that land in the ocean just immediately start sinking. So.
So if I were to hit, oh yeah, here,
Let's just
boat launch. Interesting. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I've never dabbled in boat design, but there's a first fucking time for everything. How hard could it be? Also, clearly there's no like propeller driven parts, so I guess
No, it's literally just jet boats.
it has to be a rocket or a jet boat.
The jet
Maybe-
boat.
Maybe I will do a rocket car. Rocket car.
Slowly. I have so much fuel in this bitch. I can just keep like slowly burning this to be like a Earth/Moon orbiting satellite.
Yeah, that's a lot of Delta V, man.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I want a satellite that just travels around the Earth and the Moon. I don't think it would ever be able to continually do that. Like, because the Moon moves so fast around the Earth. I don't know if it'd be able to, like, make transfers like that. But that'd be cool. Just the satellite just in perpetuation around
Hey, don't
the Earth and Moon.
leave heavier objects in the same orbit have to orbit faster, right? Or is it the same?
It's just based on gravity, right? Gravity doesn't matter on mass. Right?
In some ways, yes.
I mean, because outside of like aerodynamics, the only like gravity is gravity. It's 9.81 meters per second squared. So I don't think so.
Must be right. Yeah, guess it checks out.
Yeah, it's the weird thing about gravity, right? And gravity's like the thing that drives. I think it's the same thing from like a stellar planetary perspective, right? Is gravity's gravity. There's just slightly different formulas, but it's still the same like concept. So
Well, and like gravity, does pull harder on larger objects, but because they're larger and have more mass, then they're literally the exact same.
Yeah,
The
their
extra
acceleration,
pull,
the
the ex,
acceleration
the
towards should be the
yeah,
same.
the acceleration is the same, um, but it balances out because yes, two planet or any two objects, like if they're more massive, will pull harder on one another, but because they're more massive, they resist the changing of direction
Sure, yeah. When you
more.
get to the planetary level, they both have large enough masses to create gravitational forces, which means they both affect each other and pull on each other equally, or at least somewhat equally, right? Like dependent upon the mass of themselves. But within like a small object and a large object, whether it's a fucking massive space station versus a tiny little satellite, they both should be pulled and accelerated towards the planet at the same rate,
Mm.
minus, you know, air resistance, drag, and all that shit. Yeah. Okay, this is close to circularization. I have one little satellite, but we know we can easily launch 3 or 4 more up there. Have a little satellite constellation going on. Bleep. That can burn to the moon and back forever.
Burn, baby, burn.
Slowly, with this infinite amount of xenon it has. What happened to my space junk? It somehow
Burn, baby,
crashed back into
burn.
the planet.
Ooh,
Cool.
this could be kind of fun. Eh?
Beautiful. We got a nice little satellite. Little satellite.
So I'm thinking, even though I called it a rocket car, I think it'll be jet powered.
Right, let's go to the space center. Leave that satellite up there, doing its thing.
How does this go real simple? Just a little concept here.
Having another burr.
Eh? I don't know if I need much else. Why can't I invert this? how do I flip you?
Right. Surprisingly, 4 hours in the fridge does not make beer cold.
Not if they're all together, especially.
Yeah. I was looking for the Yingling 6-pack. It's in the refrigerator. I was like, man, they're out. And then I turned around and they had all the 12-packs stacked up outside, just like in the store. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Okay, we'll get that. But they have not chilled very well. Okay, what to do? What to do? What to do?
Yeah, this is pretty nice and balanced.
I'm gonna try to make a boat. Let's do it. See what happens. It's probably gonna be very similar to the way you're making the car, but we're gonna try to adjust it a little bit, make sure like it's floatable type of thing. See what we can do.
I guess everything is just airtight.
Let's see, like hydrofoil it a bit, maybe. Let's see.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
So we're trying to see if we can do something like that.
It's not necessarily going to be the most eloquent thing I've ever built, but oh doggy. Alright. I think I can shove that up in there. Alright.
What's the difference between a control surface? Light, all moving control surface.
It's not supposed to be. I don't even know if I can control it. Steering enabled. Okay. Let's probably just turn. Alright, these don't have steering. That's good. Wow. Pretty sure the shadow of a jumbo jet just went over my house. Just got super dark for a split second.
Nice. Like I love the little fucking. It's the wheels on it. Oh, it's perfect.
I mean, I'm sure this is going to. Well, yeah, this is going to for sure kill the Kerbin that's inside of it. Can I get another camera view? Set this to death.
To death.
Oh baby. Oh,
You can
shit.
you can use methane if it's just air, right? If you're just running it as air based. Is that correct? I think so.
Yeah, for the like jet engines.
Yes. You don't need the oxidizer. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect, perfect. Yeah. How come? Okay. There's no. Okay. I don't
Pretty
fall like that.
sure what happened was well, that time the landing gear definitely broke.
But it doesn't like. That's so dumb. They didn't create all the methane parts though. Like the adapter part. You know what I'm saying? Where's the adapter to the single engine? Why is that only in the methyl oxide side? It's so stupid. Why did you guys do that?
Oh yeah. Well, they don't. They really need to have that.
Fucking goof. Yeah, like I just bleed out all the oxidizer. I don't need it in there.
They need to have the cross feed fuel or whatever, so you can like tune in, just be like, okay, I'm gonna put this in this tank. Man, I'm starting to get hungry. Yeah, this thing is not working out for me. It's blowing up. It's destroying the gear. So at the very least, I need to like. Well, now that I think about it, do I really need this much downforce? Let's just make this itty bitty. Yeah, something kind of like that.
What the shit?
Oh. That's the difference right there. Okay. Got my itty bitty little wings. My hope being that now they just don't give enough downforce to be a problem. Like, I need a little bit just to make it so I stick to the runway. Ugh.
It is immediately saying, okay, revert to. Why is it sinking? And how does the buoyancy work in this game? I don't understand.
Do you have to make like a hull?
I don't
Oh
know.
god. It's just a rocket laying in the sea.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
my
understand.
god.
I don't understand how it works. I don't understand the buoyancy. I don't know.
Trying.
Like, do the wings provide like their surface area should provide like buoyancy, right? Like, but I don't. I don't know if that's how. Like, I don't know if that works that way. And I can't like remove. You know what I'm saying? I can't remove fuel. I have an idea what I can do. I think there is empty fuel tanks under structure, isn't there? I think. Is there empty?
Yeah, you can do like
Body,
cylinders.
fuselage. I'm wondering if that's. But That's so dumb. You can't like actually make like boat like speed boats that way. Like something that actually looks like a fucking speedboat. It's
See,
frustrating.
it might be easier for me to just convert this. Why can't I select you? Yeah, go away. So what I would do is a structure. For sure need another fuel tank in the back.
Whoa. Yeah, buddy. I was just creating a fucking pontoon boat. See if this fucking works at all. Engines. And do some air intake. Alright. Watch this bitch. What the shit is going on? It's just swirling around. Why am I in blackness? What is going on here? It's just spinning around. It doesn't know what to do. Go. Point that baby forward. They created a boat thing without like fucking the ability to do boats. I can't see. It's just darkness. Of course, I have no air. I'm stuck underwater.
Well, this boat.
They have a boat? They have a boat in the build?
Do they?
I don't know. I'll check here in a little bit.
They
See,
have
look
a
at that. There's
They have a rocket that's just like parked.
see, look. It doesn't float. It's just fucking just. It just starts swimming around on its own. It doesn't know what it's doing.
My engine's on.
Hey, you're going backwards. Yeah, you're flying backwards with your engine on.
Now I'm just like parked at the bottom of the sea. Maybe.
You have no air. It's drowned.
I have no idea where I am.
You
that
went,
me?
yeah, you went backwards through that concrete wall.
Oh, there it is. I'm just like stuck to it too.
I don't know how this thing works. You lost your engine.
Yeah,
you're just a tube
big.
there. I don't understand.
I don't think it's ready.
No shit.
No.
Do they have? They got like they have the boat, but they don't have a boat. So I'm looking for
The boat.
the boat. Okay, so there's a one of these places has the main like menu things, but I don't know where, like, what folder that is. Like, how would I find it? Where? Kerbal. But there's like, where's the menu vehicles? There's a place where you can see the menu vehicles. But I'm not finding it. I don't think the boats work. It's not. They're not down. Buoyancy is like not a thing, and that makes me sad.
Alright. Now I'm gonna make the smallest rocket I possibly can.
When I was launching my rover to the moon, it constantly wanted to assign Kerbals into the rover seats. So I've definitely launched multiple Kerbals from Kerbin to the moon in the rover seat, just outside the rocket, just chilling. Like, they're fine, they're okay. You can go 1,500 meters a second with them just sitting in a rover seat. It's okay. Not a problem at all.
My thing is starting to tweak out. I mean, does it mean that I should do 2?
Do I do 2? I'm gonna make VTOL jetpacks for a person. Where art thou? Command pods. Give it to me. Yeah, I love it.
I want a little bit larger fuel tank. Oh shit, that is the best they got. Like, the next one is huge.
Yeah. These things are... He really doesn't like the seat being like that, huh? Okay, is that on the seat?
Bloop.
No.
Bloop.
You can't just like attach a fuel thing to the seat. It really doesn't like it.
Well, it's not lined up.
I'm so confused.
Can you get like some fuel in these cones?
I hope you can sit in that.
Gotta find out.
We will find out.
Do I even need anything else? It's just a chair strapped to a rocket. Do I even need any other parts?
Please move. I can't grab the green arrow. Move it up. There we go. That's...
These control surfaces are so fucking big.
Yeah. It's just 4 wings trying to fly.
I gotta make these smaller for sure. Oh shit. So like...
Yes.
I can't even do these. I like literally half of my Delta V is getting burned up because I have those wings. Can't do any control surfaces, so shit. I gotta be able to do it like a stabilizer or something.
It's so small. can't see shit. Like, yeah, it's fine.
That's as small as I can make it.
Yes. I probably shouldn't do less rocket engines, should I? But it is what it is.
All of these are set to 0.
Do I have a oh, I do have a Kerbal. And why is he facing? I didn't know the chair was like that. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Center of lift is a little off, but or I should say center of thrust is a bit off. Can I put this at full power? Is that a bad idea? Oh shit.
Oh shit. Sorry, bud.
It just looks like a backpack. I don't know what this was set up.
I don't know how to balance these tiny little things.
Oh! He's okay.
He just lands on the third floor balcony. He's just like, yeah, what's up?
He's okay.
That's so funny. Oh shit.
He's like patting himself. I think I'm okay. Holy shit.
Just did a 3-story somersault. It's alright. I don't know how to make balance these
The
things.
center of thrust thing is a bit of an issue. However, perhaps if I don't dial up the thrust 100%. Uh-oh. Ah! Shit. Shit. Okay.
I don't
That's
just
enough.
do the chair. Get this, I guess, removed for now. Okay, chair. Why are you facing this way? What? Face the correct way, goddammit. What the shit? Yeah. Yeah. Well, what? No. Not in the seat.
I think that's actually properly set up finally.
Yeah, I don't know how to like look at the thrust. It's so large. Oh. Yep. That's good. This is acceptable. All right, Bill. Let's see what happens here. We're gonna put you at 15% thrust.
I'll do what the shuttle does.
Yeah, that's what I was. I don't know how to tilt it the correct way.
I think that should help a bit.
Oh yes. Oh, lost an engine. Close. We were close.
Alright, I gotta get a support on there. Yeehaw!
Facing.
Oh!
Just just lands upright. Just gets launched 4 stories into the launch assistant tower. Just, we're good.
I don't want to. I mean, it'd be too easy to add an extra chair, to bring balance to it.
Okay, so I started drifting backwards a little bit. Okay, so I think I need to rotate this. How much?
All right, for starters,
I feel like that's too
we're gonna
much.
we're gonna get a little.
I need a smaller amount of rotation here. This is very annoying.
So this will get me on the right trajectory to start off with.
What is this?
I don't know if this is all I need though.
I'm just gonna move that up a little bit and say, fuck it. We'll see what happens. Smash this bad boy.
Another option I think would be to add another engine to help balance out the thrust.
All right, my guy needs to be at like 14. All right, Bill. Let's see what happens. He's riding a rocket.
Riding a mechanical bull.
Okay, I need to go the other way.
I'm getting up higher each time. Alright, clearly there's just a little too much. It's too much thrust off the center of mass. I don't know if I have any. I'll have to think. Because even with this correction, I'm still having issues.
Oh shit!
Alright. I do love the simplicity of the concept. But the problem is, it's just simply not balanced.
Right.
So, how can I fucking balance it? What if... Can I just, shift?
Alright, my G. Let's get you down to 14.
Ooh, baby.
Okay, now we're leaning forward a little bit too much. God damn.
Oh, yeah. I think I could work with this.
It's just off-centered.
I mean, obviously, there will be some issues as fuel is burned, but, I feel like I'll address that as I get to it. I might still have to introduce another engine, but I think I can make this work. At least for, a small portion of the trip. It's just strapped to a little rocket. Oh, baby!
His big head is tilting it.
I got no control. Roll, baby. I might have to put a little SAS on this thing.
He is the SAS.
Come on, let's thrust. Does this thing not have gimbal?
I don't know how this launch is gonna go.
And that's all of my Delta V too. I think I might want to put a parachute on this.
don't know how to get him stabilized with these stupid jetpacks.
Ooh. Swap that out. Let's add a little extra stability to this thing. Yeah. I wonder if that's all I need. Well, SAS help control the trajectory.
Oh, why are you rolling backwards, bro? That's so stupid. Oh my god. Fucking revert when I tell you to revert, bruh.
Aha.
I know how to fix it, but it's lame. Come on. Come on, computer.
Any way I could balance this thing? God, it's so much larger.
What the shit
A little,
is this thing doing?
a little extra fuel.
Come on, man. This shit is so... Just, yeah, this. To that. Not that fucking hard of a concept here, guys. Oh my god, bro. Why are you...
No. Very interested in the engine. Come on.
Holy shit, this thing is on full specialty mode. Where's the other one? The other radial that I've asked you to add. No? Okay, you just don't want to do it. Gotcha.
See, we got. I don't know if I told you, we got the wedding video and the photos.
Oh, yeah?
Fucking legendary.
Noise.
Oh god, my brother is had the maracas for like 5 hours. Yeah, buddy, I got control. Oh, starting to pitch, starting to pitch. Ah, excuse.
Yeesh.
Mm,
What? How would it do that? Oh my god, bro. Why are you like this? What the fuck are you doing, game? Jesus fuck.
actually.
Okay, where are my engines burning at? What is going on here? Somehow they're upside down. It's not even physically possible.
Yeah, they did a nice job with those cockpits. How many crew? I don't know. I think I'm about to log off, dude.
Yeah.
Starting to get hungry, and I gotta do some chores before Michaela gets home.
Sure, sure.
Right. Yeah, they need some more parts for this. Like, what they have is pretty good, but, definitely need some more. I might be on a little later tonight, we'll see.
Why am I not sitting up straight here? Game.
However, when I say that, usually means that it doesn't happen. I want, like, a cockpit for a jetliner. I don't need a space shuttle cockpit for my plane. It's just too
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a two-person cockpit that isn't yeah, that or the yeah, SR-71 style.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I built everything with that fuselage. Time to
Yeah.
switch.
It's the best looking one of 3.
Yeah.
So that's what you
Yeah.
get. It's what you get.
Plus, actually, it doesn't even have extra fuel, you know? It just looks better. So I'm pretty sure, because what? This is. So you find the single stack. There's 2 tons of methalox in here.
Yeah.
But if you go to the same size part. Oh, actually, color me wrong. It actually does hold twice as much fuel.
Because it's
Same
small
size.
to medium. That's why.
Yeah, but they're aren't they basically?
No.
Yeah, they
They're
dock.
kind of, but it's wider body. Which so it makes sense. You would expect it's wider.
That's-
It'd hold. Yeah. That width is the same, but
Yeah,
because the shape is weird. And I bet
yeah,
the medium Methylox holds like 4.
yeah. 8.
8. Jesus. For a similar size part. Yeah. Yeah.
Waves. Yeah, I'll catch you later, man.
All right. Sounds good.
Gotta recoup here a little bit.
TM4.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Boop, boop, boop. Man.